Today is the second day of sharing my journey of learning English this way, like while driving, while I'm heading towards my work, and in the similar way when I'm coming back. On the way, I stop here and there just to pick up the stuff I need for my cafeteria. So at this very moment, also, I'm waiting for someone to, he was to bring something and hand over that material to me. So I have pulled over my car and I'm just waiting for that person to come. Oh, I was sharing my journey of learning English. That from where did I start? It was during the COVID time, I remember, when everything was shut and everybody was at home. So at that time, my son used to come to me. He's very foodie. I want to add one thing. He's very foodie, and I'm not good at cooking. So he would always come with the phone in his hand and hand over that phone to me. Okay, mom, you look up something onto YouTube and cook that item for me, so that mom doesn't have the excuse. What I am narrating all this thing because I'm not a YouTube person. I used to be on to YouTube just to watch such kind of videos, and because that was the COVID period, and I'm a big fan of old classic Bollywood movies. Though I don't get to watch this kind of stuff on daily basis because of my other responsibilities and routine, but yes, back then I used to watch classic movies and to listen to some classic songs. I remember that particular movie, that the name of that movie was Gharonda, Do Deewane Sheher Mein. So I'm a big fan of that movie and I love to listen all those songs. Another song I remember, Mujhe Pyar Tumse Nahi Hai. So means YouTube for me was that thing only. It was limited to that thing only. So during that period, somewhere I stumbled upon some video where I noticed that people, they talk to each other, like to somebody, to polish their speaking skills. So from there, that idea of learning English, that again resurfaced. Otherwise, it has always been there inside my mind. But you see, now living in a Punjabi culture, like in an environment of your regional language, and always being surrounded by that kind of environment, you don't find the opportunity to talk to someone in that language. And because I have been professional throughout, so busy most of the time, I couldn't create that environment, I can say. And whatever time, suppose I was left with out of my daily routines, that I would spend with my plants in my lawn. I'm a great nature lover. So that way things are going on, and that idea of learning that way, so that the seed for that was sown inside my mind at that time. So I got to know that was a professional platform where you are to deposit some fee, you are to subscribe to that platform. Now one thing was to spend money, though that was not a bigger figure, no, not much bucks, I must say. It was a kind of tuition, I took it that way. But at the same time, because I was at the top of the hierarchy, and throughout my journey, or my journey so far, like I might have taught to hundreds and hundreds of students and worked with hundreds and hundreds of faculty members as well. And once I reached at the top of the hierarchy, then you become a bit conscious about your status also. People, they start knowing you. And to be on this kind of platform was a sort of like, I was hesitant that how would people around me take me. Like, would they think she doesn't know this thing? She doesn't know the language. So this whole process consumed many months of mine. And of course, that another thing was how my children would take it, though I was sure about them, because the children of this generation who are educated, they want their parents to be very smart, because they also consider a sort of status symbol for them. If their parents, they act smartly, they behave well in the society, in the company of their friends, like that, I feel. Whether we admit it or don't admit it, though I don't mean they feel shy if their parents are not that educated or smarter, but they feel good. And moreover, this generation, children of this generation, they give space to their parents, because if they talk about their rights, at the same time they are concerned about the rights, privacy and freedom of their parents as well. So it took me many months, and one fine day I made up my mind. At that very moment, my heart was pumping so fast the moment I subscribed to one channel, one English learning platform. So from there my journey started. And many of you might be familiar with these kinds of platforms. You get yourself registered, then you book your sessions and you talk to the experts. So that way I took initially, I don't remember exactly how many sessions I attended this way, but my journey started this way. Now the thing, another challenge was, you may take it a challenge, or you may take it a sort of my responsibility as well, that I got that idea from one such channel. So I thought of why not to upload my videos of that kind onto YouTube. And yes, one thing I want to share with you is, when I was to take my first, I was to attend my first class, that was with some expert tutor, of course, on that platform. So when I was to attend my first class, at that time I was posted at a place which was more than 70 kilometers away from my city. And it took me 2.5 hours daily to drive in the morning, then coming back from my work. And I remember, I was, if my class was at 6 p.m, the main mission for me on that day was to be back by 6. But I couldn't reach well on time, and I entered into my city, but I couldn't reach to my place, and I had to pull over my car on the side of the highway, I remember. And there was no mobile holder in the car where I could hold my mobile. I joined that first lesson, the first conversation, while holding mobile in my hand and sitting here in this seat, you can say, the way I'm sitting at the moment. So that was my first session, because that lust was there and I didn't want to give it a miss. First attempt, first session, and it couldn't be missed out. So when you upload these kinds of videos now, people also start approaching you to have these kinds of conversations, because if you are onto some professional platform, these are paid platforms, and when you converse this way, it is mutually benefited. Like if I'm saying yes to someone for the conversation, it's kind of giving me the opportunity to work on my communication skills at the same time. So those conversations were also happening at that time. I used to conduct those sessions as well whenever I could spare time. So that thing was happening that way. One more thing, because my place of work was so far from my home, and I used to cross 2-3 cities on the way. I started another practice, listening to some podcast. Like instead of listening to my favorite Hindi song music, I started listening to these kinds of videos. And one thing what I would do, if suppose while listening that podcast, I came across some word, might be some fancy word, but not the tough words, easygoing words, which I had not been familiar with at that time, I would again pull over my car on the side of the highway. Then I will open the notebook of my smartphone and start jotting down those words. So that way I'm having at this very moment a very good collection of those words. But now I can say, if you don't use the words you jot down, you don't practice those words, then there is no fun of doing that exercise. But otherwise I enjoy doing that exercise. And of course at times I was practicing those words as well. And as which I used to do was like when I was driving, I would see around what is happening, and I would start framing sentences. May it be the traffic on the road, may it be the hoardings which obstruct your vision when you are driving, may it be some drama or scene created on the roadside. So I would start framing sentences for that situation as well. So this way I kept on doing this thing.